Okay, so these are my 10 goth cliches, and so this is just like, I guess, stuff that I like that is stereotypically goth or whatever. So, yeah, I guess I'll go with the first one, and that is that I like bats. Like the actual animals that are bats, like, they are so cute and like so cool looking, and just I love the wings. And like fruit bats also, like just their face, they look like little puppies or something. It makes them look so cute. And yeah, and like, obviously the other bats that aren't fruit bats are also really cool and pretty too. So, you know, obviously like the animal, but also like anything shaped bat. So like, I guess like cups that have bats on them, or like shapes of bats, or like shirts or something, or anything really, or like dishes that are in the shape of a bat. Like that's great. But yeah, I guess I'll move on to the second one. And that is, I use Halloween decorations for decor. So like I'll have like, I don't know, anything that's like sold around Halloween time, and it's like, oh, use this as a Halloween decoration, and you know, it's cute and spooky for Halloween or spooky whatever, and whatever. But I'll have it up like all year round pretty much, and like use it as like just a decoration for any time and not just Halloween. So I like going places are looking for Halloween decorations to use all year round and not just for Halloween. So, I like doing that. um, Number three is I like vampires, and that's, a stereotypical goth thing of like, vampires being dark and gothic and whatever. So, I always liked the whole whatever thing, and then Twilight was a thing, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You kind of ruined it. And then I kind of just like, whatever. And like, I guess they're their own kind of vampire, I guess now, so, they're kind of like the knockoff vampire almost. So, anyone who knows vampires like that aren't like Twilight would know that those are like more closer to the whatever, the lower and shit. Which I guess like for Twilight shits, like they sparkle, but like is it supposed to be where they slowly burn? Or, cause like vampires are supposed to burn in the sun, not sparkle, so I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Anyways, number four is I like skulls and bones and whatever. And yeah, actually, like, one time I was out somewhere walking around, and like there's this little trail thing, and I found a dead bird on the side of the trail. And it was kind of a mess. Like, there was feathers everywhere, and um, it was kind of messy and whatever. But I don't know. I think a lot of the bones were kind of just, they were all over the place there because they were like, whatever. But the skull is still good, so I snatched the skull, and I'm kind of like, maybe, I'll come back for the rest, but it's probably gone by now, so, you know, it's probably all messed up even more than it was before, so, but I don't know if I really, like, because birds are so tiny, or at least that bird was a kind of small bird, I'm guessing it's, like, just looking at, the mess that was there, I'm guessing it was kind of a small bird, and the skull was kind of small, so, you know, I don't know if the bones were really like, if you grabbed them, they're probably just be super tiny and whatever. So it'd be kind of like, is it worth grabbing them? I actually did also find like I think it was probably like, it looked like it was the size of a deer, but it was like a spine. So I'm guessing it was like a deer spine out in the woods one time, and I haven't seen it since. So I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it got moved by someone and I don't know, or like something grabbed it, some animal or something grabbed it. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't seen it there for a while. So I should have grabbed it and like put it somewhere, but I don't know. But yeah, it was kind of big, so it's like where would I put it? So I don't know, cause like you gotta like somehow like treat them and like wash them in some way, but it's like you can't really wash them with like water and soap really. I'm pretty sure there's a specific thing that you need to do. So I'm kind of like, how would I take care of something that's as big as like a deer spine? I don't know what I would do to fix that or clean it or whatever. So I'm kind of like, maybe it's for the best I left it out there. But yeah. Number five is that all, or I guess just most of my clothes are black. Um, yeah, like pretty much most of it is just like, black shirts and black pants, black, like, I guess socks, it's a little bit different because, you can at least hide those in your shoes. So it's kind of like I'll just get some like at least like I mean I have like Halloween socks, so they're kind of black, but also they have like other stuff. I literally have socks that have bats on them too, so that's kind of goes with my first thing that I like bats and whatever. But yeah, so like a lot of my stuff is like pretty much all black. If I can get a black version of a shirt, then I will get it. Like, you can go online and then you can like pick a color or whatever, and they'll have like white, black, gray, whatever, any other kind of color sometimes. They have like blue or purple or pink sometimes, or maybe green even. But usually I'm just like, I'll go with black, but if not black, I'll go with like gray, dark gray, um, or I can go with like the dark blue or something, because sometimes dark blue is all they have. Somehow, sometimes for whatever reason, they don't even have black, and I'm kind of just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'll get black. Like, give me black. Come on. That's the whole point. And then number six is I like graveyards and cemeteries. They're just like, a lot of the times they can like be really peaceful and just really pretty, especially if they have like trees around them. Sometimes there's those ones that are just like just grass and like the gravestones, and it's like too sunny, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, but when they have trees around and whatever, then it's like really nice. And so, I feel like the ones that don't have trees and then there's like the sun shining on them and then it's like too bright, especially if they have like the white headstones, white gravestones, and it's kind of just like it's too bright there. And they have like the perfectly mowed grass and shit, and it's kind of like, no, I don't want that. I want the ones that have like trees and stuff and whatever. I'm guessing the older ones. Yeah, I'm guessing the older ones are the ones that have like trees and stuff around them. So, but yeah, it's like there's something peaceful about graveyards and cemeteries and stuff. So, you know, it's nice. And then I guess seven would be kind of an obvious whatever, is that black is pretty much my favorite color or one of my favorite colors. So, obviously that has to be on here. I mean, I also kind of like green or blue or whatever. I like darker colors mostly, but I guess black would be the number one dark color because that's the darkest color. But like also like red is nice and purple is nice, but you'd have to get it to be like a dark color, like dark blue, dark green. And I mean, like green, I guess you wouldn't want it to be too dark because then it'll just look kind of like that weird dark foresty kind of green. And it's like that's kind of can be okay sometimes, but it doesn't really go with a lot of things sometimes. So I'm kind of like, maybe green is okay with being a little bit lighter, but dark red and like a blood red color or like dark purple and whatever, like that's, that works. I don't really like bright colors like yellow and white. they're too bright for me. I can't with them. Even like sometimes like pink is just like bright and like, you know, they're like loud colors and it's like no, I can't. I need the dark colors. So, you know. Number 8 is that I am pale. I don't even need to do any like makeup or anything. I'm just always pale. That's how it's always been pretty much. I've always been pale, so, you know, I don't need to do anything. So, yeah. Number 9 is that I like true crime. I have multiple channels that I follow that do true crime stuff. So on YouTube, once in a while, I will watch a true crime video and stuff like that, or like just really weird videos and stuff. So, yeah. Um, Number 10 is that I have a playlist full of goth bands slash goth songs, and it's like a few thousand songs that I have on there that are just like, here's like, you know, known goth bands. Like, pretty much everyone can agree that they're somewhat, like, you know, obviously there's sometimes like overlapping whatever, but you know, obviously there's like the goth bands like The Cure and Susie and the Banshees and Bauhaus. I think Bauhaus is like, sometimes people count it as more, I don't know. I saw something about like, someone said something about like, it's not exactly goth, but I've seen other people say it is, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I guess I'll just add it anyways. um, there's also like Tool and the Cult, and yeah, Sisters of Mercy is one of those too. So, you know, I have so many in there, like I don't think I can name them all off the top of my head. Like I just have a bunch of bands in there and stuff, so, you know. Yeah, anyways, I guess that's kind of it for this video. I was hoping it wouldn't be that long, and I guess it's not that long, so, you know, that's cool. I didn't make a super long video when I kind of started just talking about random stuff, but, you know, I tried to kind of whatever to make it not that long. So, yeah, anyways, I guess that is it for this video. Those were all 10 of my goth cliches. So, yeah, I guess by then